Good evening, RBG Limit Break. Welcome to Game 1 of a Tournament of Champions match. The mysterious Marle, who has never appeared in a Final Fantasy game, versus Clive, who we're pretty sure is in a Final Fantasy game. My name is Sunflash Rune. I am stuck in a broadcast booth with a pyromaniac cat and a very confused bumblebee. Introduce yourselves with a guess as to who you are.
So I am Catnip Bumblefarts. Good evening, everybody. I'm gonna guess that I'm the bumblebee, but maybe I'm the pyromaniac. Who knows?
I mean, I do tend to enjoy pyrotechnics myself. Hi everybody, I'm Mecklin. I'm new to the community. I'm having lots of fun.
So for those that don't know or haven't seen anything about Tournament of Champions, we have managed to acquire the attention of several different, previous tournament champions from various Final Fantasy Randomizer tournaments. Go figure, it's kind of in the name. We put all their names in a hat, shook it around a little bit, and then gave them new names and told them they're not allowed to tell anyone who they are. There are currently 3 people on the internet, maybe 4 if you want to get technical, that know who is who. I'm one of them, and I'm not telling anyone anything. So we don't know who exactly Marle is, besides apparently Marle is from Chrono Trigger and not Final Fantasy. And Clive is, what did we decide? Final Fantasy 16? Was that what that was?
I believe so. Final Fantasy 16, yes.
And I remember when 9 was the big number. I'm too old for this.
I think one of the last ones I played was 8, personally.
One of the other things, they're about to get started, but one of the things we did with this tournament is we have 8 different flag sets based off of previous tournaments. And we're about to see one of the results of this. We have Heal 3 in white.
Not much
Black
magic.
Rub is our black magic, or our black magic is kind of trash.
Yeah.
So, Clive has decided to run with Thief, Fighter, White, Black. Marle? I don't remember which. Is running Thief, Fighter, Double Black Mage. This is an interesting point because one of these flag sets we're using for this particular game is White Mage can damage anything when they are using their harm spells. So our only level 1 sweeper was, I think that was what, Harm 2?
Harm 2, it looked like,
I think it was Harm 2 and they had a Heal 3. So right now, Clive is the only one of these 2 that actually has a level 1 sweeper spell. How that'll be a problem, we don't know, but...
Yeah, I would assume Marley's probably hoping that Provoke is going to...
and Rub hits first turn.
Oh, wow.
I am going
Clive
to
follows
on both
suit.
sides.
Okay.
edit my thing. Excuse me.
Got the rod from the king and the chime from the princess.
We're just gonna fix my restream crop live. It's fine. Nobody look at anything. It's okay.
We can't see a thing.
Good.
And the runners do have a free bridge, so it looks like Marle is beating the bridge boss now, and Clive joins her.
So we have free bridge, and we got what from the king and Sarah?
Rod and
Chime.
Rod and chime.
Rod and chime. So not any real use to us yet. We have 2 loose items that can be almost anywhere in the world.
Nuke and Warp at level 2.
Wow.
Oh, well.
Okay.
I have rolled another doozy.
Wow.
I was all so hyped up for the idea that the white mage pick was going to make a difference, and never mind. Nuke and warp at level 2. Fantastic.
That's pretty great. And we've got some pirates from Marle.
Which you've got nukes, so you're just going to sneeze on them and call it a day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't look like level 2 white was anything to talk about.
Yeah, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot.
Ruse for the fighter later, maybe, but well, slot 4. I don't remember what the slots are for those.
I have never been able to memorize the that stuff, which is fine because I rarely use a red mage anyway, so it's never come back and bit me before. So Biggie gave us the canal, which combined with our other items means we're kind of going to have to go west. We can't go south from Provoca into the river system. We've got to go to... There's 2 chests in Dwarf Cave, and then we have extended open progression, so we're going to go towards northwest, Marsh, and Elfland. Because there's nowhere else we can go yet.
Yeah, no other places to turn anything in quite yet, so...
And speaking of those looses, we do have, let's see here, our incentive locations are Sky Palace, as well as Earth Cave past the Rodlock. Then we also have Ice Cave, Castle of Ordeals, and Marsh Cave are all incentivized locations. Of note, though, none of our looses can be in those incentivized locations. So the loose item, one of those 2 loose items cannot be in Sky Palace, or in Earth Cave, or in Ice Cave, or Ordeals, or Marsh. Which for Team Nevermarsh is probably a very welcoming thing, because they can, if they ever have to dip Marsh, they're only ever looking for one thing ever, hopefully, maybe. Unless it's both looses and Marsh, and I laugh hysterically. So... Clive is going to just is demonstrating they are not Team Nevermarsh. Which makes sense, because the only thing you can do is buy, you might find an item in Elfland shop. So, Marsh is where you're going.
This is a pretty quick trip, and they just got warp, so...
Yes.
This could be very fast. In fact, according to our blur scenes, also, hooray for blur scenes, 2022 flags. Thank you very much. The Black Mage starts with +2 level 1 MP, +10 agility, but -5 luck. And we found the Adamant in Marsh. Okay, Dwarf Cave. Let's see, going over other blur scenes real quick. We got the Fighter on Clive's side, 15 MDef +15. The Thief +5 luck plus Vorpal -10 agility. Black belt. Did anybody bring? No, nobody brought the black belt.
No one brought a boring belt. We are safe from them.
And we got no red mages as well, so we're not too worried about them. And we do have a white mage +15 agility, +15 vitality, and -15 strength. You're not going to give anything to that white mage anyway to swing, so the malice of strength, not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no incentive Mazza means you're not going to get a Mazza on your white mage, so... Clive they did not have level 2 charges to warp out. Or if they did, they didn't have very many. So they're going to have to redive. I was
just thinking about that. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Which technically puts both of them, almost neck and neck again.
Yeah.
I was saying I didn't catch if Marle had the charges yet or not either.
Oh, well, there's Nuke. So they've got a charge of that.
Yeah.
And that was all level 2 anyway, so...
They must have
Having
burned
those-
all their nukes on the way down.
Those are
Yeah.
some kind of beefy zombie dragons.
Yeah, Clive getting the run on that first turn really helped.
So did they not? They may not have picked up warp. They may not have had money at the start to pick up
Yeah.
warp.
I see that in chat. We're having a discussion about who the Clive is from which game. I'm gonna have to agree with Azir Fnif. That it's Clive from Suikoden 1 and 2. Aside from Final Fantasy, by far best RPG series ever made.
I'll allow it this time.
I'm not familiar personally. I'll have to look into that.
It's pretty incredible. All right,
Yeah,
so
so
Clive
these
making your way
unrunnables are
out.
just not letting our runners out yet. Okay, Clive's out. Clive made it out. Whew.
All right. By the skin of
And-
their teeth.
Marley has to take a redive. Failed to the same thing that Clive did. So we're gonna go turn this adamant in, and I presume either a ship or a canoe.
There's still a item shop. Oh well, you're right. There's the ship.
There's a
You
ship.
just spoke it into existence.
Hey! So technically you're right in that there is the item shop.
So that could have been in Elfland, and that could have led to potential.
Correct.
Okay.
Obviously, since the adamant, or since the dwarf smith is an incentivized location, we knew it had to have an important item. But fast
Alright,
at level
looking
3, lit 3 at level 3, along with a baby lock. Okay, don't hate that. Marley made it out, apparently, and is all the way in Dwarf Cave. What's our level 3 white magic? It is Cure 4.
Ooh,
Okay.
oh,
You're
low.
forward. All right.
We
Alright.
like a standalone Cure 4. That's very
That
nice.
early, absolutely.
I don't know slot progression or slot permissions. That may or may not be night learnerable.
I feel like slot 2 is a no-go. But yeah, again, I don't.
Quad X level 4.
Lock 2.
Did we have the higher power word by this point in time?
Let me go see. We have
feel
the
like-
magics.
I feel like that was a more recent addition.
Power word threshold is only 300 according to this.
Okay. All right, and Clive looking to follow Marley out to Melmond. Checking their magic shops. And Marley taking some blueties over here. Is this a spike tile? I believe
Yeah.
they're shuffled, so
Yeah, they're on the giant hallway.
okay.
Blueties and Frost Wolves.
Did they even go to Elfland? I don't think they even went to Elfland.
No, I think they went straight out to Melmond.
I wonder
seconds
if that
spikes.
was a play to just get money real quick.
Looks
Maybe.
they are pretty broke, so that's possible.
Yeah, it could also be a play to have a different progression than your opponent, right?
Right.
So, like, if progression somehow lands in Earth, Marley potentially upsets that balance and might gain some type of lead here. A little
Correct.
too early to tell to see how that's going to play out. Looks like Marley isn't checking any chests at all. Going straight for that vampire kill. Oh, well, we're gonna check that one for a large.
So
Plus 4.
Proximity checks, so I guess.
Yeah.
yeah, just they know the loose can't be in Earth, and
Right,
any of the loose
yes.
can't be in Earth, and they know they're going to check at least a chunk of chests after Rodlock, looking for the semi-random incentive item.
Right, because Earth is incentivized, but behind that gate item.
Which means, unlike the other locations where you know which chest exactly it has to be in the Earth Cave, ooh, green ogres with ice too. That's not very fun.
Yeah, that's
And
not
Marle immediately decides she wants a few more levels or money or both to come up with a different plan for this.
That's fair. I don't hate that.
But yes, since we know the in Earth is going to be in the floor past the rod, those are in groups of at least 3, if not more chests. If I'm remembering my floors correctly, Vampire's Closet.
Looks like Clive is picking up some armor for his group there. Some copper +3 bracelet.
As a bad player, never underestimate having some armor and weapon versus no armor and weapon.
Yeah, that little bit could really give you an edge in a really close fight. So, and it's a quick thing to do.
Whenever your fighter already has a bonus strength, like, you're not exactly going to be swinging for the world here, but...
Right.
Okay, so Marle, I don't know if they bailed out again or if they crashed out, but they said, nuts to Earth Cave. Let's go to Crescent Lake. There's the sages, and then there's a chance at the shop item.
Getting their black wizards back up, or black mages, sorry.
Still no shop item.
Still no shop item.
All right, well, that means if there is a shop item, it's on the northern half of the world at this point.
Right. And remember, we have Northern Docks on.
Oh.
So, because I forgot about this till we started talking. Let's see what the Sage has. The canoe. They've got almost everything, if not everything, open now. They have everything except Cardia Isles. Because Northern Docks gets you access to the Onrak area and Mirage area.
And with the chime, they could take a dip into Mirage at least.
The only place they can't go into right now is Sky Palace because they're missing the queue. They can't do Onrak, or they can't do Sea Shrine because they don't have Oxyale. And then, but they can go to Ordeals. They can go to is Volcano actually randomized or incentivized? Volcano's not incentivized. But
no
this isn't a shard hunt.
Correct.
You need to kill the fiends, so.
Right. Speaking of which, we have increased XP based on key item gets, I believe.
Yep, 5% per item.
All right.
Oh, lower
we
than
got
standard.
a slab out of earth for Clive.
Okay, so Gaia can't
that
be
was
reached.
That incentive out of earth.
So that was a loose item, I suppose. Or no, yeah, that would be the incentive.
No, that has to be incentivized, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the other 2 loose can't be in earth.
Right.
Now we could find a loose here in Volcano with Marle.
Correct.
And we did.
Oh,
There's a tail.
With poison. Oof. But gets out of it.
You'll need a floater to make use of that, but that is a nice find for sure.
That is a very good find. We like that. Sugar cat, no.
Alright, looks like Clive is just a turn away from checking out that speed bump down there. Marle finishing in the Volcano Armory.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell if Marle reset out on accident or
I'm not sure.
They took a die.
And we've got a Lich fight, a Harm 2 coming out. doing harm 2 things. Fighter
2
swings.
hits, 10 damage.
Low,
And a
low
nice
damage.
2. Oh, we're just a
Oof.
little on the low end for this speed bump.
Hopefully that fighter can start hitting a little bit harder here, because this is going to be a long fight.
Lit 2 as well.
Or it's going to be a short fight. And
it's going to be a short fight. And slow. Yeah, okay, you reset at this point. I think you have to reset.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've got enough harms in your pocket for this.
Now, the interesting thing is Marle leaving Earth early just seems like that bigger of a play here.
And fire 2. Oh, buddy. Uh-oh.
Oh, no. That's not good.
Do you have any crits in you? Can we get a crit or 2?
Ugh.
And darkness. Slow and darkness. Sleep 2.
And
This is a nasty lich.
What is this?
Oh, no.
Obey and pray.
Oh,
And
man. Oh, no. Come on.
Oh, no. And lit 2. Is that every elemental 2? And almost every non-stone...
Oh, no.
Wow.
That,
Wow.
Clive, thank you for going through that one to completion. That was wow.
That was glorious.
You never know. You might get lucky with it. You know. Sometimes...
I mean, yes, absolutely. You, depending on what they rolled,
Sure.
you absolutely could have gone through. But
I just see Marley pick up a ribbon out of a volcano.
Okay.
But I guess no ribbons are incentivized either, so that's just a nice
just a random
pick.
ribbon. Good.
Alright, looks like
Is that a hold helm? I didn't see that we had a caster gear randomized.
Confused stick, so maybe we do.
Well, confused stick would be. Well, no, that wouldn't be vanilla because it was called
confused
mage.
stick.
Mage. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
normally it's named like power stick or something.
Right.
So item magic is shuffled, and it says that it's the item magic pull is tournament. And I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I'm assuming there's a select pull for this.
Ooh,
Probably.
Marley finds an Invis 2 shirt. Okay.
Now, is that the white shirt or the black shirt, though? You never know.
I believe the only way to check that is to check it in
Yeah.
the actual thing. So
See what who can equip it, I guess.
yeah, it doesn't look like they've really tried equipping it. So oh wait, that's a promo lock, right?
Yeah, promo lock.
Okay.
Yes,
Gotcha.
you can't check it till promo.
I'll learn all this stuff eventually.
It's okay. I've been playing for longer than I want to admit, and I don't know much either.
It is exciting to see new flags come out every so often to evolve the game some more. So kudos to the developers for doing all of that. This is a fantastic game and a fantastic way to experience in 2024.
I really dig the format for this tournament because you get to kind of see a timeline of, okay, well, we started with 2017 flags, and this is how base the randomizer was, and then we look at something like the ever so favorited the 2024 winter flags, the something crazy. Everybody
The
loves
flag
rolling
sets
8.
that have been, I think, over half of the, or almost half of the async on games so far. Because FFR bot hates Jay Shadell, the admin for this. Yeah, I agree. It's okay. I grew up with Jay Shadell. He deserves the punishment. It's fine. All right, so we saw a Lich 1 that was an absolute monster for the level we were at. What's a carry 1 gonna have in her pocket?
Taking a nuke to the face, so
Oh, they got the confused. They got the confused. Let's go.
I can now check off on my list I have seen Carrie confused. I've never actually seen it happen.
I've done it once, but it didn't do much for me.
There we
And
go.
Carrie 2's down. Okay. Marley taking a lead in the orb hunt. Clive making it through the vampire. Gonna try and pick back up their slab. And hopefully... Are we gonna try Lich again? He got a couple of levels. Not
It
warping
looks
out,
like
so
it.
looks like it, yeah. I get this. Like, you don't want to redive this another time.
See, if it was me, I would at least go south to the other chests on this floor and look to see, hey, okay, hang on, you have a fighter that's dead. You're not doing this. I'm not trying this. I don't, not unless I've got a lot. Their white mage and black mage must be beefier than I think they are.
I have seen Fade, but I haven't seen any life, so I don't think this is going to go too well.
Well, they've got nukes. If they can keep the, because last time I don't think they had a black mage alive when they got to Lich. So if they can keep the nukes available.
Oh, those mummies hit.
There's a herb in Ice Cave. Okay.
And a Cure 2 axe.
All right, pulling up to Lich again. Best of luck here, Clive. Show us how it's done.
I don't care who wins the race. Lich 1 has won the race in my heart.
Yeah.
And by extension, that means Clive has. For showing us that.
It wasn't Clive that picked up Fade. It was Marley that picked up Fade. Oh, no, they do have Fade. They just don't have charges.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, you've already lost your...
Oh, no. Nukecaster gone. That's not good.
They did get a 300-some nuke off. So maybe...
Hoping for that harm too. And slow hits. Yeah. This is gonna hurt.
Oh, we made it.
Wow.
Okay.
I am a believer in Clive.
Oh, run!
Oh no!
Get us out of here!
Please.
The worst feeling.
The absolute worst.
I look away for 1 second from the stream and look back and gosh darn everything, those spiders.
There's a reason I habitually just heal everything after every fight after every fiend fight before I move off their tile, because one of these days it's just gonna bite me.
I'm really glad Clive made it through that. It really keeps him from feeling like if he wiped there, he would feel very behind at this point.
You would feel in big trouble at that point.
Yeah. So
now
having that payoff, that helps. Absolutely helps. All right.
So Marley's leaving with their herb. Their ship is still at Crescent, so I assume they're just going to go to Crescent. I don't know that they will try Earth Cave again, or if they will go ahead and continue to hope that the item that we know is slab, but they never saw, isn't immediately required. Clive gets their canoe.
Right.
Marley is going... I don't know. We're going back north, so...
If I am remembering correctly, and I might just be checking the wrong memory here, but Ordeals is not incentivized, so we probably won't see...
No, Ordeals is incentivized.
It is incentivized. Okay.
Yes, and that's the cube from the Prince.
Well, it's access to the sky incentive then.
Yeah, and Marley could go right there right now. I would be tempted to do that. You said Northern Docks were on?
Yes, they do have access to Mirage Tower, and they have access to Onrak Waterfall and Oasis Vendor.
Okay. Yeah, I like Marley going for a skydive here. Skydive.
Yeah, well, and with the canoe, they have access to everything except Sarda and and Gaia and Lupa Land, whatever that's called. Suddenly, that I can't remember.
Lufane and
Lufane.
Cardia Isles. Yeah.
Cardia
Yeah,
Isles.
Lupa Land sounds good to me.
Some days that's the only
rebranding.
way I can remember.
All right.
Clive gets their herb. So they faded Volcano and went straight for the incentive location.
Yeah, with that XP being tied to the incentive items, I like that play. I like it. Get that extra 5% in the hole and keep on trucking.
Marley saved outside of Melmond, saw their inventory, and went, "Hey, I need a bunch of everything. I'm gonna go stock up real quick."
Yeah, I was
And
looking
then
at that
I'm gonna go back.
in the flag set, and it looked like the starter pack. It was the Our Beggar's Choice, so it's that randomized Beggar's Choice, which is not a whole lot of anything.
Better than nothing, though.
Yeah, it's a little bit better than nothing, but it ain't much.
I'm pretty sure last night's race was one of those that had nothing. You had to buy everything. So
Yeah, I do think so.
Okay.
it is nice to have a few things to start off with.
Marley says,
Yeah.
"I got fresh potions. I've got some levels. I think some gear. I'm gonna go try Earth Cave again."
All right, and we get the cute Clive. All right, Clive, I need you to go to Sky.
Sky.
I have a good feeling about Sky. It's going to provide.
I bet ordeals. Yeah,
Yep,
that's
one
ordeals.
ordeal.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are only levels I can even see. They're moving so bloody fast in these menus with the restream. Sorry. But I
We
feel
should
there's.
message them and tell them to slow down.
I don't want to get shot, so I will decline.
I could only imagine that message pops up on their screen.
You say what?
Slow down your menuing so we can show the viewers what you got. Hold on a minute.
Honestly, if I was racing and I got that message, I'd feel pretty proud of myself. I would not slow down, but I'd feel like, yeah, I'm going pretty good clip. Let's go.
Meanwhile, Clive taking the pillar maze.
Oh, get
And
there
wow,
you go.
first pillar. Okay.
They reset out once because they screwed up their warp, I think, but
It's never first pillar when I do it.
it's never first pillar. A cure 2 axe and some pocket change and then a stick.
More money. Oh yeah.
So, welcome to the Bank of Ordeals. We also have Oxyale.
Okay.
All right.
Marley just
Another
picked up his
dungeon
slab.
available. So more choices for Clive.
So Clive has all the fiends available at this point.
I didn't see that before. That was
the katana, right?
Yeah, I didn't see that before.
Yeah, I
Wow.
didn't notice. Earth Armory, I think we call it.
Oh.
Top Armory. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it's referred to.
Yeah.
Wait, the same
yeah,
place
I didn't see Clive pick that up on his redive of Earth. Which confuses me a little bit. But I'm gonna trust that Clive knows what he's doing. Because he's in this tournament.
A fair a session there.
All right, and Clive making it over to Onrack. Maybe diving waterfall.
First.
Okay.
It's faster.
Quick
I don't
check.
think this Lich is going to go too good for Marle.
I don't think it is either.
Thief and Black Mage only.
Still gonna try it.
If they can even get to Lich.
Gonna say
And those mummies hit
table.
hard too.
The guards are earning their paycheck today.
Yeah, they are. Okay, gets away barely. And Clive finds a couple of giants going into the waterfall room.
There's been a good number of unrunnables. Oh, those giants have heat. Okay. That's not cool.
I don't. That
was good.
Very good.
So,
I will forever incentivize plays on words and puns. So
you get one nuke off.
Throwing out that
we just need one more, and with the ribbon, I think they're fine.
Robot giving the crown. Okay.
Okay, Marle got lucky. I'm going to call that luck. That they got, not because of the Lich fight, but because they got the Lich with nuke charges and a ribbon.
And that's kind of funny, because Marle didn't see any of the nastiness that Lich actually rolled.
I didn't catch it, but I thought it might have been a preemptive. I don't know if you can do that on Beans or not, but...
I don't...
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I didn't see Lich throw anything out the first turn, but I could have missed it.
They did. I did see that. I did see them throw something out. I don't remember.
Okay. So yeah, definitely luck. Marle doing a little circle around Bahamut looking for that dock.
I don't blame them. I always get confused as to what Northern Docks always means. My brain...
Meanwhile, Clive is in Mermaids, finds an Opal Bonk? Opal Bonk
Ice
plus
armor
3?
plus
Ice
4.
armor plus 4?
All right.
Okay.
So we've got the gear here. We carbonated bubbles. Dragon armor plus 2. Okay.
That'll be good for that knight when they get promoted.
So if I'm Clive at this point, I'm very much hoping to run into a tail and a floater.
Clive is also massacring the mermaids.
Every single one slain. It's so disturbing.
No mermaid left alive.
Alright, and Clive...
Bubble Soda Co. is just going to be
around?
drowning in bubbles, apparently. Bubbles and bubbles-related products.
Finds a free pro ring. Okay. Putting it on that fighter. Excellent. Gonna go finish looking through some boxes and see. And where is Marle these days? Nuking some iguanas.
They're about to get the Oxio. Oh, the crown.
Crown. Alright.
A katana
And another
plus
katana.
2. Okay.
Wow.
Should have gone double thief.
Is a statement that I've never heard before.
Well, see, it works like this. Usually what happens is when you don't go thief, you find both katanas. When you go a thief, 1 or 2 thieves, you never find any katanas.
And
I have
Marle
yet to
leaving
actually test
on-
the double thief method, but
I was gonna say double thief, double black. Guess that could
that
be an
would
interesting.
glass cannon art piece right there.
Now, potentially, if this was like co-op, could you like if all the key incentive items track over, right? So
Right.
could
There's a loot from the crown. Okay, go ahead.
could Marle like reset their party and then get all the key items to get a thief, black mage? Like
Theoretically,
knowing that like those two katanas are there, you got the nuke. Like
theoretically, yeah, you absolutely could do that. I think
interesting.
it's not. I've not seen that done specifically because unless you also have like. I think for it to be very viable, you'd have to have a almost perfect amount of spells and trap tiles and
Right.
everything
Oh,
else.
it would have to be something that's just like the golden goose of
Yeah,
rolls,
that would be
right?
fun to try at some point, but
It would be interesting. I would love to see that happen. Attention, all co-op players, make it happen just for me.
now I need
Meanwhile,
to
Clive
go
is heading to
yell at,
Kraken.
I need
Okay.
to go yell at Jay and say, "Hey, we're gonna do next co-op tournament. We're gonna do the stupidest plan you've ever heard of. Let's go."
And it's gonna pay off incredibly.
Nothing could go wrong.
Yep, nothing at all.
Speaking of nothing going wrong, C is not incentivized, so there could be a loose in here. We are still missing one loose, I believe, unless we've missed the second one showing up.
Now, since we don't have the key, could it be in TFC?
It absolutely could.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah. And thief lock picking is not on?
I would assume not on. The good news, though, is we know the loot is. Where was the loot? The loot was. I didn't update my notes. Loot was Astos because
Yep.
Robot gave us Crown, and then Astos gave us the loot, I believe.
Yes.
So, since we can get the loot already, and we don't have the key, we know, Clive doesn't necessarily know this, but we know that the key isn't locking anything except Topher.
Gotcha.
In theory. You could end up with, like, you need the key to get the bottle out of TFC to get floater, or to get, yeah, I could see some really weird setups, but I honestly think at this point, there might be floater back there that you want to promote with, but
What about the ruby to get the crystal from Sarda, to go get the TNT from Matoya, to go get the bottle from the smith or from Narek, and then
to go get the floater all behind a single key. I mean, theoretically. Yeah. But I would assume at that point, like, I would have to be very hard pressed, and these renders may feel like this, as rough as that early game was feeling, but I would have to feel very hard pressed to be interested in going that deep just for the tail. I'd have to have. I mean, on the flip side, Maza, Excal, and Vorpal are not incentivized, right?
Correct.
Like, we don't have any weapons incentivized at all. So we are missing.
I was gonna say it's just the power bonk and the roost stick are the only two incentive items I saw.
Yes.
Looks like Clive didn't take Kraken. Exited out or warped out.
Okay.
Where are we going now?
Anywhere but Kraken.
Turning in that crown. Gonna get his loot.
And so now Clive will know TFC can't have, or probably doesn't have, a loose they care about, because the key's not going to be back there.
And blink and you miss it. There goes Astos. Clive getting his loot.
Marle seems to be ignoring anything that's not a proximity or greed check, and is just going for the incentive locations. That's a ruby out of sky. Interesting. Which right now is the only access to Sarda, who is a incentive location.
Right. Clive making the sky run.
Sorry, I spilled water all over my desk.
No worries, you take care of that. I think we're all right over here. Trying to lock to bonk, I guess. That could come in handy.
Did it have a icon or did it just have a?
It had an icon, yes.
Ah. Thank you, Matthew, but it is just over my my mouse pad. I'm fine.
Marley just picked up the XCal +1 out of Sky Greed.
Oh.
All right. Now you go for a tail and a floater. I don't care. You're required at this point. You have to go XCal, throw Vorpal off of Sky 4, call it a day. No, honestly though, it's one of those you don't have. So the thief could theoretically wield the Vorpal without promotion due to their Blurson.
Right. Right.
But right now, all you really know you have, you might have the Sun Sword +4 that I just saw on Clive's end. But we know Marle has a Katana +2. That's one of those, if I'm 3 to 4 fiends deep, and I still don't have a strong enough, an unrunnable war mech on the Bridge of Destiny. Let's go. Okay, Clive had a very bad run early on with Lich 1. Now Marle, who's got to skip that by leaving early, is now going to have to deal with an unrunnable war mech.
All right.
I am
throwing those nukes out.
Very much fond of this race.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is scary.
That's me, my decision making right there. What is? Oh, nope.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to run me. Okay, here's a bang.
Marle stares at the sands for a moment and goes, not a good day. Woo.
That was a scary war mech.
I was gonna say something about not having any evasion because you didn't bring a white mage, but then it threw out like the Bane and everything, and it's one of those, okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now let's see if Clive gets the same deal or not.
Saw they picked up their XCal, so they're hoping they can find that tail someday.
Finds a pack of airs, gets away from them.
Unrunnable mud goals. Okay. They're dodging it so far. Ooh, buddy. I need to get me a robot chicken or two in chat. There's mine. Let's go!
Oh no.
Oh wow.
Oh boy! Alright, so we had unofficial Lich 1 was our first roadblock.
Yeah.
Unrunnable War Mech is
that thief just got nailed.
buddy, 291 on the fighter.
That fighter's hitting.
That is a Sunsword
With the
+4,
nuke
so
and a
it's
fade.
got the juice behind it.
I think we might get there. I don't know what condition you're gonna be for Tia after this, but might get it.
Gonna heal. There's the
Oh,
Bane.
no.
There's the Bane. I'll tell you what condition you'll be in for Tia. You ain't making it to Tia.
Yeah, that felt bad.
Oh, brother.
Was
That feels bad.
Warmech always unrunnable? I didn't see any other unrunnables.
I don't think
throughout
it's
this, unless I
always
missed it.
unrunnable, but there are. They've been a good collection of unrunnables throughout. Unrunnables are
okay.
definitely.
I guess this is
thing in
before
flag
the.
set. Like I've ran
I'm
away
seeing the flag.
from Warmex before, but
I was gonna say I've definitely done a run from a Warmech. I wasn't sure if these flag sets 2 years ago caused a unrunnable Warmech specifically, or
I
if
don't
this was
believe
a-
so. No.
Yeah, I'm
it's,
seeing the unrunnable formations are shuffled, so
Yep. We just got both really good and really bad shuffle with this. Man, I am going to be banned from any kind of seed rolling after this. Clive is just, I can already hear it now. Clive is going to say, I don't get to roll anything ever.
Alright, looks like both players are... Oh, nope. Clive said, I'm out.
Did they
Got the ruby and is
got the
gonna-
ruby and said, no, not yet.
Yeah.
I don't need a repeat. See, I like that play. That's one of those, all right, I'm not going to succeed here. I know I'm not going to succeed here. I already lost a lot of time early on dying to that monster of a Lich 1.
Yeah.
I've got other things I can do. They're going to go turn in that ruby, see if they can get Floater in the tail, probably.
Yeah, and I think that play might have been different if that Warmech was runnable.
Yes.
They might have gone for one more dive to see if they can get past that.
like what Marley is about to do.
Yeah. Clive feeding the Titan.
Nom nom, my favorite. Marley might be on the same RNG set that Clive was. That's that unrunnable Mudgold Sorcerer.
Alright, let's go turn in.
Sarda gives us the floater. Okay.
Okay.
So all they've got to do now is go to Volcano Armory, grab their tail, and they're looking really good at that point. Oh, what happened? I blinked and Nachos took out all of Marley's team.
Yeah, these nachos are not playing there.
Back. Yikes.
Spicy nachos.
Oh, finds a ribbon in Titans and the Aegis shield. Okay.
Alright,
You remember
yeah.
when we were talking about gear earlier?
Yep. Oh,
We may have found some.
I think now maybe they go back for it.
Clive is like,
I
okay, I'm
would
gonna
be
go
tempted
do
to.
anything else. I'm gonna go get my tail if I can. So they know, what do they have incentive-wise open? They have, they don't have any incentive locations. They only have Luce's.
Yeah, they
NPCs.
just have to find it at this point, right?
Okay, they have the slab translated, so that's I would assume that's going to be their first stop.
Yeah, and they don't have the bottle, so they wouldn't go to Gaia. But we still have an item in a shop. So
you might, I could see that.
I might do that. Lefane, does that have? That doesn't have an item shop, right?
No.
No.
Okay.
But Clive is going to say, you're all insane. There's a volcano right here. They're going to do the density play. Go, I want to hit armory.
Damn.
Yeah, this makes sense. This is one dungeon they haven't touched yet, so
Yeah, and we know that it's gonna pay off with the tail. It's
gonna be in
a
a-
quick dive down to carry. So
I
I'm
can
pretty sure.
see. Oh, images have poison,
Oh,
damage poison. I
man.
can see that. Okay, yeah, that would. That would explain Marley.
Yeah.
That would explain earlier
Yeah.
today. Yep, absolutely. Oh, buddy. Yeah, Clive's going to come out of Volcano feeling very good about their position. Because you go promote and you've got at least an X-Cal and a almost fully geared Knight. I don't think they ever grabbed the first katana. They might grab the second katana when they go. No? Did they? Because that second one was in Robot Cave.
I can't imagine that they didn't. I mean,
It
it's
may have
right
been
there.
blocking them and they may have said no. I don't know.
Yeah. I would wager that he probably has one.
I know me. I'm going into Robot's Cave. I'm just going to grab those 6 chests unless
Yep.
I have
And
absolute
there's the
end
tail
gear.
fly.
Yeah.
Alright, warping out.
Now the question is...
Save.
Yeah,
Go back
okay.
in. And get ourselves a carry.
So the only
Yeah,
thing here is... Do you check anything else along the way? Because you're still... I think you have to because you're still missing a key.
Yeah, if you're still missing an incentive, yeah, I would imagine that you have to. And we haven't found the 2 loose.
Yeah, and so that key's got to be, well,
Oh,
not
and
necessarily the
finds a
key loose,
ribbon.
but
Okay.
behind one of the other turn-ins being loose.
Right. Clive picking up a ribbon there in a volcano.
Marley about to get their floater. We'll see if they go and loot the Titan's Trove.
Invis 2 shirt. Yep,
Yeah,
we want that.
that'll help.
Oh,
Oh, did Marley
picking an
fade it?
Aegis shield and a ribbon, so
Oof.
gonna feel bad.
Yeah.
I need to go get me a refill of water. I will be right back. Don't
Sure.
burn the place down while I'm gone.
Well,
Do my best.
Okay, good enough.
we promised nothing. And looks like Clive is making their way to carry.
Yeah, and as Marley is grabbing their airship.
And both runners in the air, 55 minutes, 30 some odd seconds. And let's see if we can take out the Fiend of Fire. Looks like compute strats here as well with Fade, some Fast.
I was wondering where Marley was going, but then I remembered this is before the item shop and stuff was being moved around. And there's the crystal.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Crystal in the shop.
Yeah. All right. Well, now there's a direction for Marley to head into. Carried, casting ink, and gone. All right. Goodbye, Carrie. And we are tied up orb-wise. And Marley heading to Fane. I guess we're about to find out if the superstore is on. Doesn't
Nope.
look like it.
I don't even think that's an option yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, there's the saber
that
bump.
sounds right.
I didn't see that before.
All right.
Alright.
Checking the Cardia aisles.
Yeah, we get
Looking for
Lefania's
that last-
hospitality,
There's
but
the
no.
TNT.
Oh.
That's our last loose. Okay.
Excellent. All right.
Yeah.
like Clive is gonna go promote. So is Marley.
Dual
Who
promotion.
gets there first?
Almost step for step. Okay, now we get to see who has what.
Yeah, we do.
Stare at the menu screen for a minute, alright?
Alright,
Nope,
getting
Marley's not.
Oh yeah. That knight is getting all the stuff.
We'll deal with that later, they say.
They don't have to save yet. It'll be
And
fine.
weapons, I did not see a katana.
I didn't either.
I'm not sure how Clive faded that. You must be right that the robot was standing in front of that chest, because that would bug the heck out of me.
I push that robot out of the way every time. I don't care.
Yeah.
I go to boxing with that robot.
Alright.
And that was a roost stick, right?
Roost stick from the dwarf.
Marley didn't move that dragon armor over.
So where is
Alright.
that going to throw the key? We've got crystal turning to bottle. Bottle to key?
I
Do
think
we have
so.
any
I think
other
it has to do
random
that.
things that could be in there?
My brain says it doesn't remember anything else, so...
A nerd. I don't think we've seen... Right, Clive didn't go down to talk to the dwarves, right? The bottom dwarf.
Right.
Oh.
Oh, no, he just did. He got
Yeah,
the roost stick there.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
TNT is roost stick.
Okay.
Where was Powerbomb?
It's interesting that he's prioritizing Sky. Like, I get...
No,
Wouldn't
so
it make sense to go ahead and get the key so that you're already... Like, that would be another 15% XP per fight. Unless he's not interested in doing any type of grind other than just a walking one.
Probably just walking grind, I would guess.
Relying on the gear and...
Because, well, consider we haven't really seen a good grind yet that I remember.
That's true.
Which means your best grind, your best XP at this moment is going to be on the run.
Right.
Now, you could make an argument for let's go and get those key items to bump our XP up, but A, they may not remember that it's 5% per key item, and B, it's one of those, you know that has to be key.
Right.
So...
Yeah, so there's no ambiguity there.
There's
you know
no
where
reason
these
to
things
go.
are going to go.
You already know you have to stop at Latoya's anyway, so...
Yeah. No, that makes sense. It would just have made sense for me to go ahead, hit Crystal.
And that wouldn't have been a bad play by no mistake.
Right.
I forget where they were, though, before this.
They went to dwarves and got the roost stick.
Because their flight pattern may just not have, the way they fly, may not have taken them over the Latoya area. Excuse me.
So I remember Marley picking up the saber bunk, but I can't quite remember. I see them going back and grabbing some spells. Nuke on the thief and ruse on the fighter.
Excuse me, boy, I just...
You doing okay over there?
Oh, is Clive burning an encounter here? Okay.
Yep, and there's the bottle from Latoya.
So... Marley hasn't seen the second loose yet.
Right.
Well, Clive tried
Okay.
to... I don't know if Clive was dodging it or forcing it. But we haven't...
Very difficult to say.
much more scary. Much less scary because of weapons and gear. War mech. Steel almost one-shot the fighter. Cure 4 comes out first. Very good. Ice 3 comes out of swinging. We've got enough HP on things now to where you're still going to die to a nuke, but it's going to have to be a nuke or nuclear to really scare you with one hit. There we go. That's a good crit.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden we're level 19s across the board. You're feeling pretty comfortable.
And there is the key from the fairy.
All right. All right, and Clive taking on Tia here. Fasting up that fighter. X-Cow
7
swing
hits
388. Okay.
Let's go, X-Cal. Let's go.
Yeah. Throwing out a Brack.
It could work. Okay.
And misses.
Stupid insta-kills.
Return.
Cheeky Brack strats, might as
And
well.
the ninja finishes it off.
There's
Level 20s
20.
across the board. Okay.
I mean, I don't know many of these runners that don't look at level 20 with one orb left to go and go, yeah, I'm good to go. Sure.
Yep.
Slowly getting comfortable with that level myself.
Oh. Clive never did slap turn in.
Correct.
I didn't know
This
Key was at
is
Matoya.
the saber bunk. Yep. This.
Oh, that's okay.
Yep.
I knew I remember seeing it, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah, same. I was trying to find where that piece of information was
Right.
in my brain, and it just wasn't happening. So.
Exactly.
So at this point, Clive will head to Gaia to get their crystal from the item vendor, because they haven't been there.
They haven't. Okay.
And I think that I was combining the two streams. I was looking at Marley getting that crystal, thinking, Clive, go turn it in.
They just saved over Gaia because they're gonna hit this shop
Check
first.
the vendor. I like this. That's smart.
Go. Okay. It has to be here at Gaia. I'm gonna
Yep.
hard reset.
And surprise,
Saves.
the item shop is on the other side of town.
The worst
Sad.
thing in the world.
Sad face. Gets that crystal.
Buy some housing.
It does feel a little bad that the crystal all the way to Matoya, just get the bottle. You go back to Gaia.
Great fetch quest.
It is very fun to watch, but I feel like there's a facepalm moment there.
There's a lot of
That
words
game.
being said.
Thank you so much, Randomizer.
Marley's, meanwhile, is taking on that war mech.
Okay.
And there it goes.
And gets the win. Okay. All right. Clive gonna get their key in a minute.
Level 7, life 2. Okay. Is this temper? No.
Oh, more nachos. Got away. That's good. All right. Clive going to the ferry. Marley taking out some R Hydras. And the key has been gotten.
That's official go mode for Clive. They know all they gotta do is go murder a Kraken, have some seafood, and then go into Topher.
Absolutely. And we finally get to see what Kraken 1 has in store for our runners.
Tier 1
Ooh,
goes
that's
down
better.
relatively easy.
858 with just a fast.
Oh, wow. Yeah, watching some of these races with the black belts just hitting things to the moon, sometimes you question, okay, is the fighter even viable? And then you see stuff like that.
Yeah, the way I've always understood it, seen it, experienced it, had told to me, is that a lot of the main difference between fighter and black belt tends to boil down to, first of all, do you want to be bored or not? Boils down to, are you going to be taking are you confident you can find and take a static grind with nothing but a couple of low-level black magic spells?
Sure.
Or does the seed settings, does the flag set encourage being a loot goblin and going for every box you can until you can no longer hold anything?
Right.
Because so like Shard Hunt really incentivized fighters to begin with because, because you're opening boxes for shard pieces anyway.
Sure.
So you're not being as penalized for taking the time to open a box. Whereas if it's only orbs, then you want to open as few boxes as you can get away with. And in those scenarios, you start getting pushed more towards a black belt because they don't need gear. They don't want gear.
Sure.
Which just means there's enough between the blur scenes and the flag settings and everything, there's enough in a lot of scenarios to make things somewhat decently balanced between the two. I would still argue I will always go fighter over black belt because I find static grinds to be boring as all get out. But that's not to say that they're the only option.
Sure. Looks like Clive's pulling Kraken 1 here. Hits with the Knight. Invis 2 from the White Wizard Vest. And Ruse. Oh, that was the Thief that swung. Okay. More Invis. Kraken missing. Ninja hitting. Brack.
Stupid insta-kill.
It's okay.
That's impressive.
That's fantastic. You all thought that we were gonna hit that Kraken down. Surprise,
No.
surprise. We're just gonna break it into pieces.
Okay, so we're gonna enter Topher pretty quickly here. I don't remember what our Topher settings are.
I can't
We have
imagine that.
long Topher.
Well, yeah.
Pretty bland Topher.
Did we have short or mid at this point? We definitely didn't have mid. Did we even have short at this point?
I think short came before mid, but I don't remember if we had short available.
Oh yeah, it's an option. It's just not for this tournament, it seems.
Okay. Gotcha.
I did look at the scaling and I noticed that enemy stats go from 50 to 200, and then boss stats have separate HP scaling of 100 to 150.
Okay.
I guess that's why some of those enemies were hitting pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Clive picking up some magic for their promoted classes.
Down goes the Kraken for Marle.
Excellent. We've got a
One-
race. Okay. And let's
I think
see.
Clive's doing what Marley did before going to Tia and Kraken,
Yeah.
stocking
I
up on
just looked up
spells.
at my Twitch chat. Hi, Jaren. This is in fact a speedrun race of a randomizer between the mysterious Marley and the equally mysterious Clive. Since it seems like you're just now joining us, you are at the tail end of the entire race. These
But
two
this part
runners
can be
are...
the most exciting part. So
yeah, it's gonna. This is getting kind of close here.
112.40, Clive goes into the past.
Oh, there's
The-
Temper at level 6.
Oof.
These two runners are known champions of previous Final Fantasy Randomizer tournaments, but no one on this channel but me right now knows who they are. And we're not going to find out for a couple weeks. So they're all just trying to guess and figure out who's who, who's what, etc.
It's a mystery
And
to
it
us
has-
all.
Yeah, it's been fun. You've never done randomizers? Well, I'm going to link you if you find yourself interested with the command there. We do have a Discord. We have a shout out to the fantastic Duckling program that I believe one of my co-commentators, if not both of them, are dramatically familiar with right now.
Indeed.
And I think I had more to say, but my brain just walked right out the door because we're in the middle of Topher. So my apologies. I'm going to pretend I didn't forget something and just go, oh, look, Clive's having a pretty good time at this so far. Marley is right behind him.
Yep, Clive making it to the Earth floor, heading over towards Lich 2. Alright, so Jay in chat, you played the Pixel remake. Okay, okay. Very cool that was a way for you to find your way here.
Let's see. All right, so we know Lich 1 was an absolute nightmare if you were not high level. What are the odds that Lich 2 are going to be equally bad? I'm betting not, but...
I'm hoping that Lich 2 is paper thin, doesn't have
All
anything,
right,
and
fine.
we're never going to
Spoken
find
into
out.
existence.
So,
You wouldn't let me dream.
wow. Okay. Where I was going with that is I'm hoping that all the nasty landed with chaos. Because
No,
we
I
all
think
need
we
a
know
little bit
all the
more
nasty
chaos.
landed with Lich 1. We already saw 80% of the nasty. That's with Lich 1. That's absolutely where that is.
Now, the first round fiends don't share a pool with second round fiends plus chaos, right? It's the Topher fiends with Warmech and
Warmech?
chaos, right?
I think so.
I think the fiends in their original locations aren't shared, but I could be wrong.
I never
You all would
remember
know
how
that a
works.
lot better than I would.
Yes, Jaren, that's because we had them name their original class names, not their promoted class names. Mostly
Meanwhile,
because
we've
you never know
got
in Randomizer if you're going to get a promotion or not.
Kraken 2, we got Fast, we got Invis, I saw a lock go out. That thief is on a knee, not feeling so great.
That's right, careful.
Wait, Wizard.
Gets up and gets
never
right
mind.
back down. Did its job.
just
It has
going-
soaked 2 punches from the Kraken.
He's
Is
just
that gonna
doing
be
burpees,
enough?
that's all. Doing some jumping jacks over there. Nuke comes
Jumping
out.
jacks, burpees. Okay.
384, Cure 4, and
All right. Whoa, hold up. Okay, good.
Okay. Saved by the night.
That could have been
buddy.
scary.
I think somebody's life just flashed before their eyes there for a second.
I know
I
mine.
think somebody's life just flashed through all of our eyes.
Fast on Kraken 2 is
Woo.
scary. But makes it through onto Tia.
Marley's not
Tia
too
2,
far
I
to
should say.
find.
Alright. Yeah, Marley right there at Kraken 2. Invis shirt coming out. Fast. Saber. Lock. Gotta set the table before you eat. Blaze coming out from Tia. Chip damage. Nothing to worry about there. Gonna throw out a heal 3, I think, to
Ooh.
just balance the HP. Nuke coming
Marley's Kraken went for the fighter instead of the thief.
out. Yeah. And looks like on Marley's side, that fighter's taking a knee. Oh, and that black mage just
Black belt's taking a nap.
went to sleep.
All
There's
right.
And there's
Kraken.
Clive is
Oh.
through. Marley is through.
Marley's
Okay.
through Kraken.
All right.
Clive hits every roadblock possible.
I
All right.
hate getting in those encounters from T.
All right, we have 6,000
worst.
years in the past. We've made it all the way to Garland, aka Chaos. So what do we have to start us off with? We've got a lock, we've got a ruse stick, we've got a invis shirt, and then we've got a fast. What does Chaos have? A lit 2. All right, not bad, not great. Marley, meanwhile, has pulled Tia 2, so they're right on Clive's heels right now. Some more buffs for Clive, and some more locks. More microwaves, because you can never have enough microwaves. Chaos says, yes, I have an Inferno for you. No more microwaves, please and thank you.
Goodbye, Black Wizard.
Ninja's gonna fast themselves up, and we're gonna get some heal 3s. Look like more buffs on the fighter. Yep.
Oh,
Get
wow.
that
Tia's taking that fighter down to 2.
Oh, brother.
Ooh.
Doesn't matter. X-Cal comes
All right.
through. It's fine.
Makes it through. Excellent.
X-Cal and Katana.
Oh, Chaos with nuke. Yikes.
All right, that's less than ideal, but we still
Ouch.
got people up. So
Yeah.
heal 3 comes out. That chip damage takes out the ninja. Okay, they were only bonus damage at this point. Fine. Get some more heal 3s out. We're probably going to be okay. That was
That
only
X-Cal
was
is
sub
not
200.
doing great.
That is the downside to X-Cal, is unfortunately it does require a lot of tempers because it doesn't have the crit rate of everything else, and its bonus damage doesn't apply to Chaos because that's unfair. I mean, because Vorpal has to have a reason to exist. So
Oh, is that its
going to
use?
get. Sorry, what?
I said, is that its use? The Vorpal?
Yes, that's as far as I'm concerned. That's the only use for Vorpal is I don't have a katana.
Oh, nuke coming out again from Chaos.
Ah,
And
GG Terminator.
All
That
right.
is Clive done with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 17 seconds. Right behind them, though, is Marley, just absolutely eating through Chaos. They're down, still down that one black mage. It doesn't matter. They don't care. They've got their own white shirt going on. They've got their own tempers. We're going to hit 7 hits for 252. We're still missing some tempers. But we're going to swing with that katana. We're going to get more tempers on that knight. And the knight's just going to keep swinging along with that ninja. 4 hits, 85 out of the katana. 8 hits, 465 with a crit. We're getting better. We're getting there. One more temper in the pool for that X-Cal. What do we get from it? We get 8 hits, 782. No more ninja. No more black mage. Man mode all the way. Let's go. Keep swinging. 958 for Terminated.
Make it
And that is
through.
Marley
All right.
with an official time of 121.17.
Wow.
Ladies and
1
gentlemen,
minute
that
apart.
is a minute apart from each other. That has been,
finish.
I think that might be the closest I've seen so far. Not that I've seen most of them, but this is incredibly close.
That was a great race.
Wow.
That was
Why did I just get pinged? Excuse me. Oh, that's why. Okay. That's beside the point. Wow.
So just
okay.
a reminder, this is a best of 3. So the first win goes to Clive, but it's not over yet. So
I don't believe we have these two's next race set up yet. I would have to check my calendar, and I don't see it listed. Yes, I do. Sometime Wednesday around 6 o'clock. We may or may not be able to. Looks like we are going to try to restream. I don't know which channel. Their game 2 will be Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Looks like it's already set up to be either probably here or FFR, but I'm not sure because we haven't had confirmation yet. However, about to start up, if not already started, I think we got about an hour, hour and a half from now on Final Fantasy Randomizer Primary. We will have another Tournament of Champions Game 1, Lightning versus Phoebe.
I think that's scheduled for 8 o'clock Eastern, so that's in about 25-30 minutes.
I don't know time zones. You're probably right, yes. Okay, I see Oslato's down. Yeah, okay, so in about 30 minutes, in a time ahead from now, whatever time that is, Danny's saying it's at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't know how far away from now that is Lightning versus Phoebe on FFR Randomizer. And then also on FFR Randomizer at 10 p.m. Eastern, that is 2 hours after this next one, whenever that is, will be on FFR, Renoa versus Cloud.
Okay.
And then it looks like we're trying to have 4 more games tomorrow. I may not get any sleep for the rest of this week at this rate.
Who needs sleep?
Overrated.
All right.
You can
well,
let's say you can sleep when the tournament's finished.
Yeah, exactly. We do not have any interviews because no one's supposed to know who these people are. So we're not going to make them deal with voice changers or anything fancy like that. Instead, I'm just going to say a quick shout out to FFR for hosting the thing. RPG Limit Break, that's the other name, for actually letting us borrow their channel for a night and make an absolute fool of ourselves. And another shout out to my last minute co-commentators of Catnip, Bumblefarts, and Milkland89. You two have been terrific. Anything to say before we go?
Not much, but thank you, Sunflash, for not only calming but also restreaming everything, getting all the stuff set up. Yeah, this was a really, really nice race to watch and to talk about. So, a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I just want to say a thank you as well to Sunflash for putting the stream on, Catnip for being co-common here with us, and I appreciate you guys letting me hop in the booth last minute.
Absolutely. Thanks for being willing to jump in. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no problem.
Never say no to volunteers unless you're full up. With that RPG Limit Break, we are going to bow out for the night. Have a good evening. Maybe we'll see you in the other games. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.